Good morning all, Saturday morning. Let's have a look at the average this week, or our average, where we think the average might be. Interesting to note, we had 9 crosses this week, so thanks to those that submitted a coordinate. Interesting to note here that 6 of the 9 crosses are very much in a very straight line across there. People have got different opinions about how far across that line this guy on the right is intersecting it, as you'd expect. But yeah, and a lot of people gone for, well, 2/3 of the people have gone for more or less a horizontal line from this player on the left. Now mine is, the first one I put in on Tuesday is the highest one on the right hand side. You can see it flashing there. That was my first guess, but I did think almost immediately after it that I'm going to go a bit lower, and the idea being that if the horizontal line was sort of the median point, then some of the judges would go higher, some of them would go lower. In this case, I don't think anybody's gone lower than the horizontal, really. They've gone on, which is fine, because if the judges do go 1 or 2 lower, 1 or 2 higher, then that horizontal line across there is going to be spot on. So I do like that. Let me draw some lines from this player on the left here, to the top one and to the bottom one, and there's a very narrow band there. Let me go through the center of the bottomest cross. Look how narrow that band is from there. And then this player on the right, do a couple of lines from him. Much wider band, but that's exactly as you'd expect it, isn't it? Because it's hard to tell. You can't see his eyes that clearly, so it's hard to tell where along that line he's intersecting it. This player at the back here, I don't think we can rule him out, really, because we got a clear shot of his face. Quite a wide band from him, but his head is slightly turned to his right, so I don't think we could go as far right as some of these, probably including mine. So I think it's going to be in sort of the left 2/3. So we've got a narrow band from this player on the left, and probably should be a narrower band from this player at the background. So if for example we took out those 3 on the right and went from this player to there, so I think that's more, for me, I think that's more like it in that section on the left, that box on the left hand side. So I think that's where I'm going to be going this week. I've already put the you can see the cross in there. I've already put the average cross in there, which I'll put up on the screen in a second. It was 26921172. I'll just chuck some white lines through that now. Now that huge white cross I've drawn on there, that's approximately where the average is. Not that it needed a cross, you could see where the average was anyway, and I put it up in the top corner. So the ideal way to do it is, if you're interested in what the average is to chuck that coordinate into your own picture, see what it looks like, and work from there if you want to. Yeah, it's more important to see where people have gone. What they're thinking is far more important than where our actual average is. Yes, so what are people thinking? Everybody's thinking it's, well, the majority are thinking it's across that line there. It's quite more or less horizontal, with a couple of us have gone higher, even though I've changed my mind and I'm going to go lower towards that horizontal line. So I think that's quite clear there, and possibly further to the left than where I've gone, although I don't think it would be that far left myself. But if our guys are thinking like the judges would think, and some of them do go further left, then that's where it's going to be. I think I'll have another look at it, and I'll have another look where I think this guy on the right is looking, and how he intersects that line. So there we are. Good luck to you guys for Tuesday. So we're overdue now. We've had 3 winners on this channel over the last couple of years, of the jackpot winners, Dream Car winners. So we're due another one. We haven't had one for a while. Let's have a quick look at Revcomps. I've only got for Monday's draw, I've only gone for this Mercedes 4-wheel drive estate car and a caravan. I do like caravans, and Mercedes are alright. I never liked the small Mercedes. I think they're pig ugly, but that comes with £5,000, so that was tempting. The fact that, you know, it's a nice car, nice caravan, and £5,000 to play with, some nice holidays there. Didn't bother with any of the rest of them. And then what do they add for next Thursday's draw? I'm not entirely sure what to go for here. This camper van is nice. It's a long wheelbase one, so there's lots of room in it. And it comes with £3,000 cash, so I might have one on there. I was also tempted. I'm put off lately by these high ticket ones, these like 20,000 tickets and stuff. So I sort of stopped doing those, even though that's got a cash alternative of 80,000. There wasn't much else interested me. I did like this this Range Rover, and why I found it a bit appealing was because it was 7,000 tickets. So it's lower odds than they usually are. It's £6.27 a ticket at the moment because it's still on the early bird. I didn't go for this Porsche. Oh, that's low odds, only 2,000 tickets. 320D M Sport Touring. That would be economical. It's a diesel, so, you know, that'd be a nice car. And it's only £4.5 a ticket, so that's a possibility. This Mini, it's the JCW Mini, so it's the fast one. But it's 9 years old. But tickets are £1.77 at the moment, so I would have thought that would have been on the auto draws. That's the sort of car they put on the auto draws, so I'm surprised to see that on here. That might be worth sort of, 3 tickets or so. So I haven't decided on that yet. I've done nothing yet for next Thursday. Now, the auto draws, these are always the ones that get me. Digger hasn't sold particularly well. That's 30% sold. That's going today. And this Audi's only sold 23%. Ours tomorrow. I have got something on this Nissan Cash Cow. I do like that. That looks really, really nice. And it's a high-spec one, so it's got all the gear on it. This surprised me. This Seat Leon 2016. It's an 8-year-old car. Ticket's only £2.67. But when I looked at the spec, because it looks like a normal, smallish family sort of hatchback, the 60 on this was something like 7.7 seconds, 150 brake horsepower. I thought, well, that's a bit of a playful little toy, that. So I had a couple on there as well. Haven't done anything else yet. Land Rovers, I do like them. I just don't know how practical it would be for me. Not particularly fussed on that. Probably be a future classic. The pickups, never that keen on playing for the pickups. This appeared this morning as well as Mini Countryman. It's a 1.5. Quite like the look of that. That's £3 a ticket. So I haven't decided yet on to do that. I think I'll wait and see what happens with these, because these are not. These don't have early birds that expire. 10% off for a couple of days, then goes up. You can buy tickets on these last minute because the price doesn't change. So yeah, I think I'll see how this does tomorrow, and this one does on Tuesday before I decide what else I'm going to play after that. So that's it from me then, guys. Enjoy your weekend. Hope you have a lovely weekend. Weather's supposed to be nice. Good luck for Tuesday, guys. All the best.